So another great way to get traffic to your website and your offer is to do webinars. And the great thing about webinars is it captures your audience's attention. And when someone is watching a webinar, they're typically focused on that webinar and nothing else. It's like a video in front of them. I could do a whole separate course on how to do a good webinar, but you really want to be keeping it educational, but also entertaining. And that doesn't mean giving them jokes to laugh at, but it just means exciting way of talking, moving from sentence to sentence, capturing their attention the whole time. So that's why webinars are cool, because you have the opportunity to keep their attention for that entire time, and you're able to build that relationship. So someone can go from not knowing you 5 minutes ago to, after watching your hour-long webinar, they feel like they know you well enough and they know your offer and your product well enough that they're willing to pull out their credit card and buy over $500 worth of product or services from you. $500 to really $2,000 is the range that you need webinars for. And just a quick little tidbit, I typically don't do webinars for products that are under $500 or $400, just because webinars take a lot of commitment. You have to go to the landing page, and people know that a masterclass or a webinar or a training session is going to last a long time. It's going to last an hour, so they might not even sign up for it, because they're like, I don't really want to watch an hour-long thing. So you have that barrier, and then you have the barrier to actually getting those people that signed up for the webinar to actually show up. And then the next barrier is to have the people that show up, to have them stay through the entire time, through the hour-long session, to see your offer at the end. And then the next barrier is to get them to actually buy. Okay, so that's why you only want to do it for higher priced items, because the people that are opting in and going through all your barriers and sitting around are going to be more likely to buy there. So that's why you want to stick to webinars for higher priced items. So once you have a webinar that's converting, meaning that people that are watching it are buying your product, you can just put it on autopilot, wash, rinse, repeat. You can run ads to it and just keep on making money that way. But as it pertains to affiliates, you can, and borrowing traffic from other people, you can do a webinar circuit with other people's audiences. And what I mean by that is you can approach someone in a niche or a market that their audience would be interested in your particular service or product. It doesn't have to be the exact same audience. Some people that are in online marketing, they might be interested in watching an educational webinar on how to trade stocks, for example. So you can kind of use your imagination for that. But the cool thing is that when you do a webinar with another person's audience, so if you're doing that, logistically how it works is the person who you're letting, or who's letting you talk to their audience, typically is going to get an affiliate commission for people that actually buy. And the cool thing is when someone is letting you present in front of your audience, that's not a cold audience. Okay, this person who's letting you talk to their audience is essentially vouching for you. Okay, and their audience obviously likes what this person has to say. Okay, they like and trust this person. So if this person that has a list and an audience is putting you in front of their audience, that's really one of the best testimonials you could get. Even just the fact that he's vouching for you is a huge plus. So that's why it's cool to do webinars in front of other people's audiences.